Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, October the 5th, 2022. Wednesday, October 5th, 2022. Today on The Young and the Restless, it was a little bit amusing to me, but the most amusing part was Tucker. I'll get to him. First and foremost, we get Chelsea at the coffee house, upset alone as usual. Adam comes blaring in, barreling in, pissed off that she told Connor without him. At first she says, well, you didn't show up. He goes, I had to work. I knew once you knew I wasn't coming, there is no way I thought you would go ahead and tell our son that information all on his own. Well, I didn't want him to find out. I mean, Johnny knows, and I didn't want Johnny to tell Connor at school. Isn't Johnny in middle school? Connor is way younger than Johnny. They don't even run in the same circles. How was Johnny, who doesn't want to speak of the situation, how was he going to tell Connor? And Adam's like, no, you knew that wasn't it. You had to just go and tell him. And now our son is just distraught, right? I know, I wasn't expecting him to handle it this way. I know. And he goes, no, Chelsea, you had no right to do that. None. And so, of course, Nick comes in as Adam is yelling at Chelsea. What's going on here? Hey, you know, like coming to Chelsea's defense. And Adam is like, this is a separate issue, Nick, Well, yeah, but, you shouldn't be talking to her that way. Or Nick interjects something or other. And Chelsea ends up getting up leaving, right? And so Adam tells Nick, can I talk to you? So they go out to the terrace. And Adam says, no, this is a situation. And he tells Nick what Chelsea did. Because first he kind of premises, Nick, there was a time, especially after Faith's kidney transplant, I thought we were getting closer. I thought we could talk, as brothers. And Nick was like, well, yeah. So then he goes, well, then can we talk now? So Nick says, sit down. So they're talking. And then he tells him what Chelsea did. And Nick was like, ooh, I didn't know she did that. She really should not have had that conversation with him without you. Ah, yeah, no, I see where you're coming from, because that's a difficult situation for a child. And, he needs both parents there. And so Adam was like, no, exactly. And now Connor is just distraught. The only reason I'm not with him now is he had a sleepover that was already planned, and he just wanted to go to just forget about everything that was happening. So I let him go. He's like, but, then he said, there's something else I need to talk to you about. And he goes, that's Sally. And Nick is like, well, I'm not going to. He goes, no, Nick, I need you to hear me out. I love Sally. I love her. I know I didn't handle the whole situation right with her. I pushed her away. I this, I that, I the other, He's like, but I love her and I really am trying to get her back. And now, you're here seeing her, and I'm asking you, Nick, I'm asking you to seriously think about what are your intentions for Sally? You know, where are you going with it? Because if you're not serious, if your intentions aren't serious where she's concerned, I want you to know I am serious. And I do know deep down, Sally still loves me. And I really want the best for Sally. I want a relationship with her. We were good together. So if you are not serious about Sally, please just back off. And Nick just looks at him, and Adam says, that's all I wanted to say. You know, he didn't get into no threats. He didn't get into no, if you don't break it off with her, I'm going to the police I'm going to to the media with all the information I know about you killing Ashlyn Locke. I'm surprised he didn't go there with it, but he didn't. Adam, to me, was actually that was one of the most genuine conversations and sincere conversations that I heard come out of Adam Newman's mouth probably ever with Nick. So that's interesting. So I thought, okay, Nick, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with that, Nick? But meanwhile, we have Chelsea. She went to that place that Billy took her to and just went wild with the scream. Chelsea just let that scream out like there was no tomorrow. And I thought, okay, girl, I hope that got some of this off your chest, because you really, really cut loose and let go, you know. So that was Chelsea. And it's interesting. Victor is banging on Tucker's door, right? Bang, bang, you know, Tucker McCall, I know you're in there. Tucker McCall, and I thought, oh, you're just so demanding in a hotel, right? So Diane, he puts Diane in the bathroom, and Diane's like, don't let him in. Get him out of here quick. And he's like, Diane, you don't tell me how to handle my guests, you know? Just stay in here and be quiet, you know? So he comes and he answers the door. Oh, Victor. Victor, well, how nice to see you. Tucker McCall, you know? And Victor says something, and then Tucker says, oh, come on in. Where am I? Come in, come on. You know, Victor, I'm glad you're here, because I've been meaning to come see you. I want to talk to you. And Victor walks past him and just, you know, goes for the seat that's there. And he goes, take a seat. As Victor's already headed for the seat. Sit down. Would you like a drink? No, I would not. You know. So Tucker pours himself a drink, and he sits on the little love seat, you know, kind of adjacent to Victor, and he's talking. And Victor's like, you know, it's awfully, you know, interesting. We go, why are you back in Genoa City? Oh, that would be a question you want to know, huh? I've come here to, you know, reconnect with my son, Devon, you know, want to reconnect with him. And, you know, so that's why I'm here. He goes, to reconnect with your son, that doesn't take a helicopter landing on the Abbott, even though a ridiculous event that Jack Abbott would put on. He had to do a dig at Jack, you know. He's like, that doesn't cause, you know, crashing a wedding coming to see your son. So Tucker kind of chuckles a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I know, huh? But listen, can I get some advice from you? This is, you know, that's why I wanted to talk to you. Devon and I are estranged a bit. I mean, no bad blood, but it's been a number of years, it's been a while. And I didn't go see him first because I didn't quite best know how, you know, to start the conversation with my son. But you being someone who is well familiar with handling estranged children, which was a little dig, but it was so interesting. He goes, can you give me some advice on how to approach Devon? Because I value your opinion. And it's so funny. Victor, Tucker was giving him a load of crap, but he wasn't being sarcastic so that you know I'm giving you a load of crap. So Victor's just sitting in the chair, and he's kind of chuckling a bit. It's almost like the scene for these two actors to play to get was funny to them, you know. And Trevor St. John played it so well. It was funny to me watching it, right? So Victor chuckles a little bit, and he goes, you want to know what my advice is? Tucker McCall, leave Genoa City. Don't even go see your son. And Tucker says, well, you know what? No, I won't be doing that. But, you know, he just, I won't be doing that. And, you know, another reason, I'm here to make amends with Ashley. And Victor's like, it's been years. Ashley doesn't want to see you. Make amends for what? And he goes, well, you know what? I've done this whole, he did that whole spiritual thing. And Victor's like, yeah, I heard about that. And what, to mountain in Tibet or whatever, this ashram or whatever. He goes, yeah, you know what? You probably could use a lot of soul cleansing. I've got the perfect spot for you, right? And Victor just like, yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. And he goes, no, no, I'm making amends. And I am going to speak to Ashley when she gets back into town. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then he goes, yeah, and it's also interesting that you and this Diane Jenkins show back up into town at the same time. And Tucker's like, oh, you know what? I did see Diane at the Abbotts. Wow, strange coincidence. But he was just, it was such a comical conversation. Victor gets up and he just says something to Tucker. And I think Tucker, he thank you for coming by. And Tucker reaches out his hand to shake Victor's hand. And I think Victor does shake his hand because this was just like, oh my goodness, guy, this was a waste of time. Yeah, what a waste of time coming in. Yeah, Victor, it was a waste of your time. I don't know what you thought you could accomplish with that, but Tucker handled him brilliantly. I really love the way that Tucker handled Victor. That was funny. So now we get there was some scenes with Nikki and Phyllis talking. It was just too much. Talking about the Bentley. It was the same old thing. Oh, we got to tie the two together. We got to this, we got to that. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, girls. You know what? Don't you guys have a life? Because how many times in one day can you put your heads together and still come not get any further? So anyway, Nick shows up at Noah's grand opening because this is grand opening tonight. And Noah says, hey, Dad, I'm glad you can make it. And he says, yeah, yeah. He goes, well, it's not too many people right now. He goes, I know, but older folks like me, we like to come early. I'm sure the younger crowd will be here much later. And so he goes, oh, okay, well, you're here alone? And he goes, oh, no, no, I'm waiting for someone. And of course, in comes Sally in her little club outfit. And I thought, oh, Sally, you're early to the club because Nick said the younger crowd will be here, hour or so from now. That is you, Sally. You, the younger club. So Sally walks over to Nick, and Noah looks like, wait, huh? You're here with her? So Nick and Sally go walk over where some seats are to sit down. And Noah's still like, wait, he's here with her? And Allie says, your dad and Sally, when did that happen? And he goes, I don't know, but I got to text Summer. She goes, Summer and Kyle are supposed to be coming. He's like, I got to text Summer, just to see if she's still coming, but as to warn her so she wouldn't be blindsided. But as he was going to text Summer, she texted him and said that she and Kyle decided not to come. She apologized, but they just wanted a quiet night at home. And I'm thinking, of course, this is vow renewal. Why would you want to go to a club? Yes, I know you were already married, but still spend some alone time together, which is what they decided to do, which means Noah's like, whoo, so we dodged that bullet. So he goes, you know what? I got time for one more dance, because he's spending time. He goes, no, he goes, I got to take care of something. They had just finished dancing. I have to take care of something. She goes, I'll come with. So as they're headed that way, guess who bumps into Noah Newman? Well, and he's looking like I saw a ghost. So, oh no, oh my goodness. And she's reaching for his little lapel because Allie has his arm. And Allie is looking at Noah's face. And she's looking at her. And Noah's just like, it's going to be hilarious. Tomorrow's episode is going to be hilarious. What Noah says and how fast does he introduce Allie as his girlfriend to his ex-girlfriend. And here, the truth be told, oh, Allie, this is Audrey Charles. You know my ex-girlfriend that I told you about? Yeah. Audrey, what you doing in Genoa City? That would deflate that situation, wouldn't it? You know, Audrey, this is my girlfriend, Allie. See, but let's see, he's not going to handle it that way. That's my gut. He's not going to handle it that way at all. And that's going to make Allie feel insecure. So we shall see how Noah handles that. Well, it's time for Comment Corner. Comment Corner. Annette says Sally and Tucker, the next couple. That would be funny, you know, because Tucker is definitely older than Nick. Younger. Tucker and Jack are about the same age. Tucker and Jack Abbott. Okay. Um, let's see. Sally and Tucker bring Victoria down. Well, nah, we'll see. We should them just might. But Sally, right now, that would mean she's bringing Nick down too. So I don't think Sally's going to get involved with that. And then Robin says, glad Tucker is back. Hopefully he can see Devon, save Devon's company from Nate's evil plan. I know. Lily suspects Tucker, but trusts Nate. That's what LaShanta said. You know, well, maybe that's in the next episode, but right now Lily doesn't even know Tucker's there. Devon doesn't even know. Nate's the only one that knows, and watch, he's going to be the one springing it on Devon, and Devon's going to be like, how do you know? How would Nate know? Yeah. So Dito says Adam is trying to be very organic and raw with his feelings in regards to the conversation with Nick. I know. I was surprised. When you talk about the first time, oh, and you're right about this. I love this comment when I read it the first time. When you talk about the first time we saw Devon, it was that a gym or was it a youth center Victor built? Victor did build a youth center, but he had a gym in the youth center because he would go there to box. But you were right. Victor built that youth center. He wanted to help, you know, underprivileged and orphan, you know, because Victor was an orphan and all of that. And then Neil came and you know, would go there because I think Neil wanted to volunteer some of his service. You know, they all wanted to help the youth community regarding that. I think everybody is jumping quick in regards to the situation with Elena telling Devon. Honestly, I felt like she's dropping hints. She does seem like she's dropping hints, but not hints that anybody could follow. Not hints that anybody could follow. You know? So she needs to be more specific with those hints. I don't think this is going to be the only conversation. I know. I think Devon is digging. She's got his interests piqued because Nate is presenting a certain feeling now he has about the family company. Oh, he even said that with Esther. Oh, that's what I love about this family company. And I'm thinking, yeah. And Devon just looked at him like, okay, yeah, good. You said the right thing, but do you mean it, buddy? Let's see. I have a feeling Devon will stew on it and have some more questions. I think so too. And then LaShanta says, Diane's scared. Chelsea needs help. Yes, Chelsea does. I'm telling you, Chelsea got, when she leaned over the edge, I was like, girl, you could fall over. You better be careful. There is nobody to catch you. It says Adam still wants Sally. Nick is arrogant. He was. Oh, did I miss? Oh, I think I missed a picture. I want to talk a little more about it. I'm going to go back to the picture. He's arrogant because it's his son's club, and you know he doesn't even care about anybody's feelings. And I'm talking about he didn't even ease it in. And this is what he did to Sally. He goes, "Oh, I like that fragrance. May I?" So he pulls her hair back, or she pulls her hair back and exposes her neck. And he, nice little, and I thought, you're a grown man. You are a grown man. And you are doing this in front of your son, even though Noah didn't see it because he's too busy, Audra. But what if Summer and Kyle, what if they would have walked in? Summer would have went ballistic at that point. Ballistic. Nick, he's not caring about anybody. He really isn't, or caring about easing over like Summer. I need to have a conversation with you because we're out now more. And I just want to tell you, Sally and I are seeing each other. She's gonna be pissed, but at least she's gonna hear it from him. Sally and I are seeing each other. So goodness, Nick didn't do it. Let the fallout, let the blowout begin. Thank you for all your comments and comment corner. As again, they're wonderful, they're engaging, and gives us something to talk about. So with that being said, that is it for the Wednesday edition of the Young and the Restless Daily Recap. I will be back tomorrow. Let's see what's gonna go on in Genoa City.